Alright guys, this is PG here with another Dark Souls video for you. This is just going to be a quick little scavenger hunt video. This is an area in the game right after you beat the Mirror Knight. This is the bonfire you're going to want to warp to right up here. And once you warp to this bonfire, there's going to be a lot of these dudes. And some little mages that shoot spells at you, but really easy enemies to beat. You can hit them with spells. You can hit them with what's the other thing? Like arrows, crossbows, anything you really want. Now you're gonna come over here, and you're gonna see this little lockstone holder. We're gonna use it, and boom, little face in the wall. Go ahead and cut that open, and there's the weapon. Now this is a weapon I have not seen used in PvP very much, but as of late I've seen a lot of people asking about it. It is the Helix Halberd, and it's alright. It's an extremely versatile dex weapon. I don't personally use halberds. I've fought people who have used this weapon, and it is, I would say, semi to extremely difficult to get past it based on the person using it. But it's got a pretty good move set. It definitely utilizes its the length of the weapon, which is good. The two-handed moves are almost reminiscent of the Black Knight Halberd. As you can see, the strong attacks, that little grabber at the end of the weapon kind of reaches out. I've not been dumb enough to let anyone hit me with that yet, though. But now it's time to move on to something a little bit more my speed, and that's going to be getting an armor set. This is the bonfire you want. You're going to kindle this bonfire to +1. Most people are going to want to use the Covenant's Gold Serpent Ring. Personally, I don't care. You're also going to want that Aged Feather. Now, this is the route you're going to take because you want to get to the boss, but you don't really want to waste all your time fighting these guys every time. You're going to have to make this run about somewhere between 15 to 30 times. Anywhere in there. So these guys, they're really not that difficult. Of course, like the worst run I've ever done is the one that I managed to record, so I get hit a couple times, but that's alright. Now, there's very few enemies you actually have to fight in this area. There's also several safe areas for your character to heal. That being said, we're just going to drop down here. One more drop, and now we're right there on the base floor, and now we're ready to run towards the ship. Got some traffic there in the way. Alright, so even after you kindle the bonfire, or ascend the bonfire based on, whichever version of the game, more importantly, you burn the bonfire aesthetic. Now you got a +2 bonfire. The ship is one of the few places that you actually have to fight. You're gonna have to fight all of those dudes on the ship every time. Now, come through here, and what was once a really easy boss fight is now a little bit chaotic, because these are the guys you want. Their armor is what we're after. So these little shadow dudes, they can throw things at you. They got 2 different weapons, and you get one of each of their weapons, their whole armor set, and once you can lure the boss into attacking nothing using this nice middle beam for the ship, you can just go ahead, use the Aged Feather, and get out of here. My advice in that fight is to have a strong weapon and decent stamina, or if you're a spellcaster, to make sure that you know where the boss is before you start casting spells. You have 3 people in that small room to keep track of, and it is not easy to do. Make sure you rest at the bonfire to reset all enemies before you make another run. And I'm not going to waste your guys' time. I am just going to go ahead and show you guys the entire armor set. There it is. Alright, so I already had the helmet on. The helmet's obviously the best piece. Although, I really do enjoy the armor set as a whole. On my right hand, which would be the left side of my character right now, I have the malformed claws, which are actually slightly weaker than the Kessis, but still really fun to use. We also have the shadow dagger, and I upgraded them completely so that you could see exactly what power, what power range you're dealing with as a weapon. You have the shadow mask, and of course the rest of the gear is just going to be shadow as well. What's interesting about this armor set is that it is extremely light, but even though it's light, just like the shadow set in the original Dark Souls, it is not very good at protecting you. If you're wearing this, chances are you're gonna get hurt every time you get hit by something. But the move sets for the weapons are pretty normal, pretty common. I'm debating on whether or not I want to do some malformed claw or some dagger PvP just to showcase it. So you guys can go ahead, let me know what you think. But that's the armor set. That's the weapon set. Hope this video has been useful, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Dark Souls, and catch you guys later.